Do you know that the educational consultation industry is a $3 billion industry in 2023 and it is still expected to grow more just because the students are not trying hard enough? Hi, this is Dr. Bookworm back with a new video, and in this video we are going to explore the lecture number 1 called Scholarship Hunting Process, an overview of our scholarship training series called Scholarship Mantra. So in this lecture we are going to discover the categories and types of scholarships that are offered worldwide. We are going to discover the funding sources that can offer you different types of scholarships, and then we are going to discover which scholarship you should be targeting and how to find out the scholarship of your interest. So stay tuned by the end of the video because this is going to be a very important lecture of our scholarship training series called Scholarship Mantra. Before starting the video, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, do hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you can receive regular updates on this scholarship training course. So let's begin with today's video. First of all, if we talk about the categories of scholarships, so I would categorize the scholarships into two major categories. First one is the fully funded scholarship, and the second one is the partially funded scholarship. So in a partially funded scholarship, the funding agency provides you with a chunk of expenses of your study program. Like they can offer you a 50% off, they can offer you a 75% off, or they can completely waive off your tuition fee. But the rest of the expenses, like your accommodation, your travel expenses, all needs to be covered by your own self. Whereas the fully funded scholarship covers every aspect of your expenses during a degree program and during your stay in that particular country. So starting from your travel allowance from your home country to the country where you are studying, then your accommodation, your tuition fee, your health insurance, your travel within the degree program for conferences and trainings, everything is covered in a fully funded scholarship. And this is the beauty of applying for fully funded scholarship. That's why we are, through this training, we are targeting only the fully funded scholarship so that we can enable our students to do all the stuff by themselves rather than relying on the educational consultants. Then if we talk about the funding sources that offer different types of scholarships, who offer these fully funded scholarship and why they offer these scholarships, it is very important to know why they are offering this scholarship so that you can better understand and target the right scholarship you want. So first of all, the governments of different countries offer these fully funded scholarships. I would say that a country is just like an industry, and every industry has an R&D department. R&D stands for research and development that works for that industry. So in the same way, the R&D department of the country gets some funding from the government to conduct research on their available resources in the country so that they can utilize those resources efficiently so the country can flourish. So this R&D department gets funding from the government, and then this department invites students, the bright students across the globe, for that particular fully funded scholarship to come into their country and give them a hand to conduct a research on their resources. So this is one of the reasons why different countries, almost every country and their government, offer fully funded scholarships. Secondly, your own government can offer you a fully funded scholarship. Just like in Pakistan, we have Higher Education Commission that conducts all the higher educational stuff in the country. So this organization is mainly focused on training their students in a better way so that they can come back and serve their home country. So they want to send their bright students to the countries which have very advanced facilities so that the students can learn from there and come back to their home country and serve in a better way and let the country advance in the scientific arena. So this is the reason why your own government would offer you a fully funded scholarship. Then we have specialized organization like the United Nations, like WHO, World Health Organization. So these organizations are focused on particular targets to be achieved or particular goals to be achieved. Just like they can be focused on health, they can be focused on climate action, they can be focused on food security. So the area in which the organization is specialized, they want to conduct research in that particular area so that they can come up with more efficient solutions. And how it can be done? It can be done only through the research. So they would attract the best students internationally to come to their organization in different countries and conduct research that would help them to solve a bigger problem. And the fourth source of funding can be the university itself or the professor itself. So the professors that are actively working in their area of research get funding to conduct projects. So different projects can be conducted by a professor or a group. So you just contact the professor, and then the professor have funding to hire new students to conduct a research for a particular target. So the professor would like to have good students in his group so that he can broaden the diversity and conduct good research to carry out the project for which he is getting the funding, right? So these are the four sources through which you can get a fully funded scholarship. So as of now, you have understood the types of scholarships, the funding sources that are offering these fully funded scholarships, and why they are offering those scholarships. The second question arises is that being a student, how can I decide which region I should go for and which scholarship I should be targeting to apply for a fully funded scholarship, right? So if I see in a global perspective, I would divide the world into three categories based on the requirements to apply for fully funded scholarships. So the first region is USA, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and UAE, because the requirements are pretty much simple. You need to have GRE and you need to have TOEFL to apply in this region. This region is quite competitive, so if you have a good profile and you are ready to spend time and money on these tests, including GRE and TOEFL, then you should target this region. The second region is Europe, UK, and Australia. The requirements in this region are again pretty much similar. So the work experience, relevant work experience, volunteer experience, and IELTS has given a very good weightage to analyze your profile for the fully funded scholarships in this particular region. Obviously, there are exceptions like Italy where you can apply without IELTS as well. But in general, IELTS, work experience, and volunteer work experience or leadership skills have a very good weightage to target this region. Then the third region is the easiest target among all of them. It includes all the Asian countries, including Russia, China, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey, and Thailand. So, and many other countries as well. So this region is pretty much simple in the requirements. Whatever you have in your profile, you can target this region, and there is a big number of scholarships offered in this region. So there is always an opportunity. Even if you have an average profile, average academic profile, you can still hope to get a scholarship in this region. So there are hell lot of scholarships offered globally in these regions. So I would name some of them for your knowledge. So if you are targeting USA, there are opportunities, there are diverse opportunities for all levels of students. So there is a Fulbright scholarship that is one of the finest scholarships offered worldwide. So USA government offer this scholarship for MS and PhD students. Then we have YES program, which is for the metric level students. So if you are in the 9th standard or 10th standard, you can apply for this program and you can spend 1 year in the US. Then we have UGrad semester exchange program, which is for the bachelor's students. So if you are doing bachelor's, you can spend 1 semester in USA and you can come back to your country and get your degree by completing rest of the semesters. Then we have teacher training program that is also offered by USA for the English language teachers in the government schools or colleges. Then if we look at the Europe, so there are different scholarships offered in Europe, including Erasmus Mundus scholarship, which is for the master's level students. And the best part of this scholarship is that you intend to study your masters, different semesters in different institutes and countries of the European region. So your one semester would be in Sweden, another one would be in Netherlands, another one in Italy, another one in France. So you get to know diverse institutes and you get to have the exposure of different countries in Europe. Then we have DART scholarship that is offered by the German government. Then we have Marie Curie scholarship that offers you the PhD and master scholarship. Then we have Swiss Excellence Scholarship, Swiss Government Excellence Scholarship that is offered by the government of Switzerland. Then we have Swedish Government Scholarship that is offered by the government of Sweden. So among many other scholarships in that region. If we see the Asian region, we have the Chinese Government Scholarship called CSC. Then we have Ansu Scholarship, that is also one of the finest and highly paid scholarships in China. Then we have Belt and Road Scholarship that is offered for the Pakistani students. Then we have mixed scholarship that is offered by the Japanese government. We have South Korean government scholarship offered by South Korean government. We have Turkey Bursary Scholarship offered by the Turkish government. We have Thai government scholarship, Malaysian government scholarship, Russian government scholarship in this region. So there are a lot of scholarship in this region that I categorize as a third region. And if we look at Australia, we have Australian Award Scholarship, we have research training program offered by the Australian government for both masters and PhD students, and then we have university scholarships and professor based scholarships as well. So as I have told you a lot of names of different scholarship, you must be confused, and now you would like to know how to find the scholarship of your interest. Okay, so to find out the scholarship of your interest, you can find a scholarship by four different ways. First of all, as I have named several scholarship across different regions of the world, you can simply go to the official web portals of these scholarships. Like if I name Erasmus Mundus scholarship for master students, if you are trying to apply for a fully funded master's program, you will simply go to the Erasmus catalog or Erasmus Mundus official website, and then you will see all the details about their application process, about their timeline, about their requirements. So you can get to know exact information from the official portals. Similarly, if you are targeting DART scholarship or Fulbright scholarship, you will simply search USA Fulbright scholarship for Pakistani students if you are from Pakistan, and you will get to the official website of Fulbright where you can access all the information about that scholarship. So you don't need to go anywhere, and you can simply see if the timeline is according to your expectation, and then you can prepare ahead of time for that particular scholarship. The second way to find out a scholarship is through the scholarship portals. So just like the official portals, we also have different websites that offers you the information about different scholarships offered worldwide. So if you are searching for PhD or master's positions, you can search scholarshipdb.net. If you are finding out a PhD position related to biological sciences, you can find out on AgriStock. So there are different websites or scholarship portals, unofficial scholarship portals, that gather all the information about the open position and then brings down to the students, and they don't charge you anything. These are the free websites, so you can simply find those websites and turn on the notifications about those websites. So every time when there is a position related to you, they will notify you via email that this scholarship is now open and it relates to you. So you can simply go to the position and find out the details and apply for that particular position or scholarship. The third way to find out a scholarship is through social media. So social media is a very strong weapon to connect with the right community. So whether you are on Facebook, you are on Twitter, you are on LinkedIn, you can find out the information about scholarships everywhere. So if you are on LinkedIn, just go to the different professors profile and try to connect with them. If they don't accept your connection request, then you can simply follow them. You can follow different organizations, funding agencies that are relevant to your research area, so that if there is any scholarship offered by them, you get to notify about that scholarship program. And the fourth way is to find out the scholarship through the university portals or the website of the labs. So you can, if you are targeting a particular region, like you are targeting Australia, just find out the list of the universities that are offering a particular scholarship. Just go to the website of that university, find out the timeline of the scholarships offered by that university, different types of scholarships offered by that university, and how to apply for that scholarship. All the information would be available on the university website. You just need to go through the website and then make a list of the scholarships that you are interested in, and then their expected timeline, and then prepare for each university. And also you can go to the faculty section and find out the professors of your interest that are working in the same domain that you are working in. So if your interest align with the interest of the professor, you can also write him an email to show your expression of interest, that you are also working in the same area and you would like to be considered for any upcoming opportunity in his lab. So if he has any funding opportunity, or if the university provides any funding opportunity to take the international student, he would guide you about that, and you will get to know all about the scholarship offered by that university. So these are the four possible best ways through which you can reach the scholarship of your interest. So if you are just starting your scholarship attainment process, I would suggest you to globalize your vision and think and see in a bigger picture. There is opportunity for every student. You just need to learn how to reach that opportunity. So come out of your classroom competitions, first, second, third position, the CGP and everything. That is not useful. Just focus on preparing your academic profile in the right way for the right opportunity, so that you can compete in a global level rather than in your own classroom. So let's talk about what is stopping you to apply for the fully funded scholarships. So in my 7 years career of guiding students about the fully funded scholarships, I have come across different fears that students have in mind while applying for the fully funded scholarships. So I would share some of them here, and if you have any fear from this list or out of this list, you can comment down the video and let me know. I will definitely answer you how to overcome that fear. So the first fear students have is the CGPA. Students are so much worried about applying for the scholarship that they have a low CGPA or they have an average CGPA. How can they be considered for a fully funded scholarship? And they have a myth in mind that the fully funded scholarships are only for the bookworms and the very bright students that have 4 out of 4 CGPA, or who are the gold medalists. That is totally a wrong perception. There is opportunity for everyone. If you have an average CGPA, or if you have even below average CGPA, you can still target the best scholarships out there. So one of my friend got fully funded Fulbright scholarship in USA, and he had a very below average CGPA. He was still able to get the scholarship because he focused his attention towards the other requirements. Like, so if you are low in one thing, try to be better in the other stuff as well. So if a scholarship requires a good CGPA, a good recommendation letter, a good work experience, a good score in GRE, a good score in TOEFL. So if you have got a bad CGPA, you can still focus on rest of the four aspects or five aspects to improve your overall profile. So for a scholarship, your overall academic profile is judged, not only one of the criterias like CGPA or something else. Then the second fear in the minds of student is about publications. So it was previously students had a myth that for getting a PhD you need a certain number of publications, but now the BS or bachelor students are also having the same myth in mind and same perception that they need to have publications to get a scholarship for masters. That is again a very wrong perception. You don't need to have publications, and you don't need to run behind the number game for publications. If you have done some research work and it is published, that is well and good. Otherwise, it doesn't affect your overall academic profile negatively. If you have publications, that is a plus, but if you don't have publications, that is not a necessary criteria to get a fully funded scholarship. So again, it is very normal that if you have done masters and done research in the final year of your project, you would obviously it would take time to write a research article and get it published. So it is a normal process to get 6 to 8 months to get your paper published. So the professors truly understand this process, and they know that publications takes time. So if you are a fresher, don't worry about the publications. Just prepare the rest of your profile and mention your projects on which you have worked, and simply apply for the scholarship. Then another fear in the minds of students is about the competitive exams like IELTS, TOEFL, or GRE. Frankly speaking, these tests are just for assessing your simple analytical or English proficiency skills. These are not the tests of your intelligence. They just test your common sense, your analytical ability, and your ability to solve problems. So you can simply say that they want to judge your project management skills through these tests. So they give you some kind of test to understand the format, to prepare for it in a certain period of time, and then come up with a good score. So it shows that if you are given a challenge, you can overcome it, you can understand it, you can come up with a good score. So these tests are just to assess your basic skills, and these are not the tests of your intelligence at all. So don't worry about these tests. We will also discuss these tests in the details and the scholarship series as well. Then another fear is lack of self confidence. So I always say that if you are lacking in self confidence, just try to know more about that particular thing in which you are not getting confident. So if you are not confident about applying for the scholarships, try to know more about scholarships. So information, when you have all the information about something, you become confident in that area. Just like if you are having a political conversation in a group, you would be more confident to talk about politics if you know about politics and history and political leaders and what is happening, current affairs. So the more knowledge you have, the more confident you become in that area. So make sure, if you're not confident for applying for the scholarships, you should know more, just like by following this course, and then you will become confident in that area. And another fear, a very common fear, is laziness. So students are lazy to apply for the scholarships, and they think that it is a very tiring process and someone should help them to apply for the scholarship. No one is going to help you. And why someone would put an effort for you for your better future, right? No one is going to do that. You have to do it yourself. So to avoid and overcome laziness, you should surround yourself with the right people. So if you are active on social media, make sure you join the scholarship groups, you join the scholarship alumni, you try to connect with the people who are right now studying on a fully funded scholarship, so that you get to know their stories, you get to know their success stories, how they overcome their fear, how they prepared for the scholarship, and how they won, and how they are enjoying their lives after achieving what they prepared for. So this aspiration will help you to overcome laziness. So this was all about today's lecture. Hope you have liked this lecture, and don't forget to comment down your biggest fear to apply for fully funded scholarships, and we will see you in the next lecture, in our lecture number 2 for the scholarship mantra, the scholarship training series by Dr. Bookworm. With that, this is Dr. Bookworm signing off. Thank you.